All right, today's agenda, we will be discussing current COVID infection rates and the CDC guidance, updates from questions of last town hall meeting. If we have any procedures for reentry, our teachers have returned to the building, current facilities updates, Shiro week, medical information. We will have our Q&A as well as next steps. Okay, currently our infection rates for DeKalb and Fulton. DeKalb County as of 3/4 is down to 175 cases per 100,000, and Fulton is at 165. So as you can see, those numbers are drastically dropping. I'm guessing due to the vaccine that is now available for many of our community members. However, as we've stated before, we will not return full face-to-face until those numbers have hit below 100. Okay, the information that we go off of is from the Georgia Department of Education and the Department of Health's district guidance. Right now we're in low spread, okay? As you can see, our phase is here. Right now we are in phase 4B. So we are face-to-face for some of our staff members. They are here 2 days out of the week. Wednesdays are still asynchronous and our scholars are still fully virtual. Mr. Bolton, do you want to discuss our teacher reentry plan?
Yes, this is just basically kind of handwritten version of the schematic that we just saw, showing that about half of our teachers started to come back into the building early this week. The second half of our teacher group just today, obviously with yesterday being that nasty storm, so push things back scheduling wise just a tad. Starting on the 29th, we're moving to have all of the teachers come into the building 4 days out of the week. Wednesdays will still remain asynchronous for teachers and scholars. The spring break, obviously everyone will be out. And then after the spring break, we're going to let a week kind of gap, create a gap week, just to make sure that there are no kind of infection spikes due to communal gatherings and such. So we'll just be cautious, have everybody go back to virtual for a week. And then if things remain dropping, the numbers remain dropping as they have, we'll come back on the 19th and start our hybrid learning with the scholars in the building.
Great, thank you so much, Mr. Bolton. All right, and here is our hybrid schedule. Now we've discussed our hybrid schedule in previous town halls. However, we will continue to make this available for parents. We have split our girls up in 2 cohorts, leading ladies and devastating divas. As you can see, each area has 2 days for face-to-face and 2 days for virtual learning. SWD scholars will come on these specific dates. Schedules will go out the last week of March. Please make sure that your email addresses are up to date because our schedules will be sent via email as well as your silent dismissal card for arrival and dismissal. If you have not ordered your temperatures, your thermometers, from Fluency, please do so. It will help you so that when you do check your scholars' symptoms and temperatures when they arrive, if they do have symptoms or a you won't make that drive to bring them to school.
I'm sorry, Fluency already closed. It closed March 8th.
Well, those of you who have ordered your thermometers, I believe Nursery will be following up with you. Okay, Shiro week. Now this is an exciting week for us. As previously stated, this is like our sleigh week and other things that we've had over the past few years. Shiro week will start Monday, March 22nd and end on Friday, March 26th. If you were unable to order your shirt, your scholar can still dress up like the Shiros. This information has been sent to you by email. The teachers will also be sending this information out either today or over the weekend. So please check your emails. Monday, the scholars will dress up like Storm and complete a TikTok challenge that will actually last throughout the entire week. So each day there will be a challenge for them to complete. Tuesday is Eva the Diva, the t-shirt contest. We want them to design their shirts, cut them up, and tag us on Instagram. Wednesday is our Shiro squad walk. So get those Fitbits and smartwatches out and walk 30 minutes or more with your squad. The girls know how to duo and stitch these videos together. Thursday is a scavenger hunt. However, this scavenger hunt is going to last the entire week as well. So every day we will upload 3 clues on our Instagram page, and your girls will scavenge throughout their house to find these items. Now, these items are focused on women inventors. So it also goes into this month's Women History Month. Friday, we will have our prep rally and we will announce the winners for all of our challenges. Each challenge will allow the girls an opportunity to win a $100 gift card. So what is Shiro Week? Shiro Week is a week designed to teach our scholars about service, sisterhood, and scholarship. Scholars will complete a community service event. We have partnered with LLS to take on the mission of ending cancer once and for all. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Hero Squad program is working with thousands of schools across the country to raise funds for blood cancer research and patient support services. Now, we have sent out a link on where you can donate. There is also a small price to pay for your scholar to participate in each activity during the week. To participate in all activities, we do ask that you submit a payment of $10. Every dollar received will go towards the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Scholars will listen to women of color from various career fields and learn the academic path to their particular occupation. And then scholars will participate in activities, as I previously stated, that will promote sisterhood. Remember to tag us. Your scholar must tag us to be able to be added into to qualify for the gift cards. So we have Ivy Shiro Week, Ivy Prep Atlanta, and Instagram, our tag is the Ivy Prep Academy. They will need to submit their challenge videos to ivyShiros@ivyprepacademy.org. Again, those flyers will go out shortly. And all proceeds will go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for further medical research. Here is a copy of the flyer that we will send out so that you can see the prices of each challenge. Nursery.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to let everybody know that right now, a lot of our staff, faculty and staff are being vaccinated, but we aren't requiring this to be mandatory. So it is an at will if the teachers and staff want to get vaccinated. Scholars, as I said before, last week town hall, scholars that take medication, if you can send me an email so I can get that authorization to give medication file form to you so you can fill out. It will need to be returned before the scholar comes back in order for me to give any type of medication. Medication drop-off will be probably the day before hybrid learning begins. I will set up something to meet the parents up here. Let's see. And also the inhalers, as I stated before, you have to have a spacer, whether you carry it on yourself or if I keep it in the clinic with me. Clinic cards, they must be received via email before hybrid learning starts. I'm actually going paperless. I know in the beginning of the year, we filled out the clinic cards, but I'm actually going paperless. So I will send a fillable clinic card to each student that is on the hybrid return list. And that is it. And if you did, like I said, like Ms. Griff said, if you did order a thermometer, it is here. So you can just come up anytime during school, during the office hours from 9 o'clock to 3:30, but 11:30 to 12:30, we're closed for lunch. That's it.
Thank you, Nursery. Ms. Richardson.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come and remind everyone that re-enrollment, the deadline has since passed, but we have extended it until March 31st. So if you have not re-enrolled your scholar for the upcoming 21-22 school year, you're still able to do so. You should utilize the login for SchoolMint that was sent to you. If you have not received that, you can access SchoolMint through the school website, or you can always give us a call at the school or email us. As you see towards the bottom, I have down here admissions, re-enrollment, infinite campus. Any questions surrounding those should always go to enroll@ivyprepacademy.org. If you have any records requests or withdrawals at this time, please send those to records@ivyprepacademy.org so we can best assist you that way. Residential documents are a part of your re-enrollment process. So this year we have utilized SchoolMint for our enrollment needs. So you will be able to log back into your re-enrollment account. If you have not uploaded your residential documents, you can still do that as well. And we're gonna push that deadline out to May 28th to upload those residential documents. But it's most important for us to know that your scholar is returning for the upcoming school year. So we will save and secure their seat. Also during this time, we're underway for our open enrollment, which means if there are new scholars that are interested in attending Ivy Prep, now is the time to submit those applications this year. So if you have a sibling of a current sibling and they're interested in applying, you should go ahead and submit that application as soon as possible. We have spaces available in all grade levels, kindergarten through 8th grade. In addition, if you know another family that has a scholar that would benefit from an education here at Ivy Prep, please share this information with them. We have been doing parent meetings for prospective and new families. So please be on the lookout for that information as well, so you can share that with your circle of friends, families, and other people that may be interested. So that is all. Again, if you have any questions or concerns around admissions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to help.
Thank you so much, Ms. Richardson. Okay, so I know we talked about social media last time, and I'm gonna bring it back up again. We need you guys to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we upload our town hall meetings on weekly. And we also have other videos from parent engagement on there, and also Class Dojo. I know some of my parents who are already subscribed to Class Dojo may get a little bothered with the many text messages that I send. However, it keeps you updated. So with this virtual environment, we want to make sure that our parents are updated and they know what is going on in the building. We currently had a break, and I don't think many parents knew that we had a break. However, this information was shared. So please subscribe to social media. Make sure that you are checking our website as often as possible. Okay. Our next steps. So as we stated, expected return date is April 19th for our hybrid scholars. If you declared hybrid back in January, that is the day that your scholars will return to school. If you did not declare, your scholars will remain virtual until further notice. Okay. Next week's town hall, we will be discussing testing, our new school calendar, and other items. Please check us out in Atlanta Parent Magazine. We do have a beautiful ad that is listed there. And as Ms. Richardson said, if you know anybody with girls from K through 8, please share our open enrollment information with them. All right, Q&A. I saw a few questions pop up, but it looks like they were answered. Okay, Ms. Jimenez. I could be alone on this, but why are we sending the girls back to school less than a month before the school year ends? Wouldn't it make more sense to let them continue the school year the way it has been all year long, as opposed to making such a dramatic change this late in the game? Mr. Bolton, do you want to touch on that? And then Ms. Jimenez, I'll definitely save your question for Dr. Nichols as well.
Yes, thank you for the question, Ms. Jimenez. This time period is obviously an unusual one, where personal preference really begins to kind of show itself. I can imagine that there are families who have been affected by this COVID situation more directly than others, which may affect their decision and preferences, their tolerance levels for safety and such. We are offering, or we had offered the in-person instruction only based off of the strong sentiment expressed by many of our parents and families that they were interested in having the girls come back to school. We obviously would not want to do that anytime or in any situation where it was unsafe. It certainly is late in the school year, obviously, and it would require a bit of a transition, even for the teachers who are coming back for the first day. It's a little out of their routine that they've established over the last 8 months or so. But it does give the opportunity for those scholars who are really needing to have in-person instruction, whether it be from their learning loss, whether it be from their family, just kind of logistical situation. So we just wanted to have that offering available for those families that really needed it. I do understand where a family may not feel that it's best for their scholar to return with just the simple few amount of weeks that are left, with the safety precautions and tolerance level that still exists. You may determine that it's not best for your scholar to return at this time, which makes a lot of sense to me. Both situations I can understand. I can certainly understand both situations. And so we just wanted to make that offering available for those families that really needed it.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bolton. Ms. Thomas, I remember the intent to return for those that chose virtual originally began 4/26. Is it still 4/19 for those students? I'm a little confused for those that chose virtual months ago. So originally, when we sent out the declaration of intent, it was for the students to return March 1st. I believe, however, we did push back the date because of the numbers still. Even when the kids come back for hybrid, those children that are still virtual will remain virtual. We are teaching synonymously, meaning that the teachers will still live teach. They will teach their children who are in the actual building at the same time that they are teaching their children who are virtual. Ms. Thomas, I hope that answered your question. Okay, Ms. Smith, will you still provide in-house after-school care for kindergarten scholars? Mr. Bolton.
Ironically, I just had a site visit with some representatives from the YMCA who were doing their due diligence to approve our facility for after-school program. A little more red tape needs to be cut through, but it seems like this program is going to be established here and will be available for our scholars once we can get it off the ground.
Great, thank you. Ms. Walls, when is the last 9 weeks for the other students to come in? We have not discussed or decided, well, we have not decided yet on when the remaining scholars will return to the building. At this time, only our hybrid scholars will be returning on the 19th of April. Okay, and Ms. Jones, what will middle school class and dismissal transition look like? The school video provided has elementary scholars on the elementary side. Will a middle school video be provided so middle school teachers can know what to expect? The transition is the same. At the time, we just had our younger children in the building for video purposes, but the transition will remain the same. Do we have any other questions? And I did realize that I forgot to introduce everybody that is on our panel list at the beginning for new parents or new people that have added. I know the names as Tricia Nichols. However, I'm Ms. Griffith. I'm the administrative assistant here at Ivy. We have Mr. Bolton, our director of operations. Nurse Sharit, she's our school nurse. Ms. Richardson, our data manager and admissions manager, and Ms. Trina Jackson, our attendance specialist. Ms. Thomas, her question is, I saw in an email parents can choose whether their child is going to take the milestones. What happens if they don't? We will be discussing testing next week. Dr. Nichols will be on that call. All right, does anybody else have anything else to say before we close out today? Our panelists? No? Okay, all right, well, thank you all for tuning in to our 10th town hall meeting. We are thankful that you all continue to tune in so that you're getting all the information that we are sharing. Well, I'm excited that our students are planning to come back, and it has been a very eventful week with the teachers in the building. So if you have any questions, again, please feel free to reach us by phone. Our office is closed daily from 11:30 to 12:30. However, we are always available by email. Have a great day.